Hi there, this is Lorianne Wardy, Director of Marketing of .co Internet. Welcome to this brief video tutorial about the .co auctions. It's intended to provide a quick overview and summary for .co accredited registrars of what you can expect in the coming weeks and months as you participate in the .co auction process. The agenda today is really meant to ensure there's no ambiguity in your role as a registrar during the auction process. For all of our accredited registrars, we're very confident that as we progress through this presentation, you'll see that your role is a fairly simple one, and that was by design. At the highest level, your role in the process will be to submit applications in accordance with the rules applicable for each phase of the .co launch. .co and our auction provider, Pool.com, will provide you with the various other tools that you'll need to monitor your customers' auctions. And as you'll see, that's pretty much all you'll need to do to support the auction environment. Now, some of you may have participated in other TLD launches where the registrar's role was much more complicated. You'll see that you won't have to worry about that in our implementation. The intention has been to keep your involvement as simple as possible and to make the process seamless to you. So with that, let's just jump into our agenda. The information on this slide really should not be any surprise to any of you. You basically have the exclusive rights to collect .co applications and submit them to the registry. We understand that some of you have a network of affiliate and reseller partners, and they will also be submitting their applications under your umbrella. The auction platform does not have a role to play in the acceptance of those applications. All applications through all phases will be submitted to the registry directly per the rules associated with that phase. For example, Sunrise applications will be accompanied by appropriate prior rights data. Applications will be verified, and where two or more valid applications for the same domain name in the same phase are received, an auction will ensue. Data that's required for auctions will be sent to Pool.com by .co. Once all auction data has been received by Pool.com, a scheduling process will occur. Auction participants will then receive email notification of the auction start dates, and registrars will have the ability to review their customers' auctions through their own auction portal. So let's go over the key dates here. Now, you're already familiar with the key dates of the launch phases of the .co launch plan, but what you should also be aware of are the possible auction start dates as well. Sunrise A auctions are expected to start by April 26th, Sunrise B by June 21st, and Land Rush by July 26th. Each auction will be scheduled to close within 7 days of their start date, and we plan on starting auctions on Mondays through Thursdays. Please note that with auction extensions, the actual close could occur beyond the 7-day schedule. And in fact, we could actually have auctions for multiple phases occurring at the same time. As a side note, please note that all Sunrise A auctions will be conducted in pesos as the bid and payment currency, while all subsequent auctions will be conducted in US dollars. We will have ready an initial landing page for the auctions next week, which would be the first week of April, and on that portal we will provide information for potential applicants. Once the first set of auctions are scheduled, the site will become updated to allow participants, including registrars, to log in and access their respective auctions. We will be providing a co-branded bidding site, which is optional for you, but would simply provide an auction interface including your logo and branding that you can use with your customers. If there are duplicate applications from the same domain name under the same email address, they will be rejected by the registry. This slide describes briefly a process flow that domain applications will go through. It's pretty simple. Applications will be submitted to the registry during the Sunrise phases. The prior rights information will be validated, and where a single application for a domain name within a phase is received, that application will be allocated, assuming it's not already been allocated previously or reserved by the registry. When duplicate applications for a single phase are verified, and if those applications are accepted, then those applications will go to auction. The registry will be responsible for sending a list of auction participants to Pool.com. Pool.com will subsequently schedule the auctions with the intention of minimizing conflicts for individual bidders. So the next slide reveals the process of what happens when an auction is first scheduled. Pool.com will automatically create the auction accounts if they had not already been created previously. Pool will also notify the participants. They'll receive an email that will include a validation link, and the validation link will simply confirm that the email is correct and help to validate the participant. This will only be done once when the account is first created. All auctions will appear in their Upcoming Auctions tab in the auction interface. Participants will also receive a notification of when the auction will start, at which point it will appear in their Auction tab in the auction interface. Registrars will then be able to see the same information through their own portal login. Once an auction has closed, Pool.com will collect the auction fees from the winning bidder, based on the outstanding balance in their account. Both participants and registrars can view this auction history by clicking again on the History tab in their respective auction portals. Once the fees have been successfully collected, Pool.com will mark the auction as paid and will notify the registry that the domain may be allocated to the winning bidder. Again, both participants and the registrars will be able to monitor the status of the auctions through the History tab in their respective portals. While the auction is ongoing, there is some additional information that's available. Participants can simply log in through the auction site and can place bids as they choose. They'll also have the ability to view the bidding history as well as view a list of the auction participants through their alias names. The same information is available to registrars through the portal. As the status of the auction changes, bidders will receive appropriate alerts by email that includes, for example, a message indicating that a participant has been outbid by someone else. Next, I'd like to go over with you the white label bidding site. As mentioned earlier, each of our core accredited registrars will have the option to utilize a co-branded white label site. The purpose of this site is really to provide a version of the auction platform, including your corporate logo. It's really there to help your customers feel closer aligned with their registrar of choice and help them know that they're bidding on the right platform. It's not something available to resellers or affiliates in your network. If you wish to participate and utilize a co-branded white label site, please just send your logo in a JPEG format to crystal@cointernet.co, our Senior Manager of Marketing. As you'll see on the next screen, the amount of screen real estate available for your logo is fairly limited, so you may want to consider making small changes to your logo in the event that it includes any text that might be too small to read in the rendered size. Throughout this presentation, we've made reference to the Registrar Portal, through which all accredited registrars will have access to information about auctions that have been scheduled and applications that have been submitted by you on behalf of your customers. The portal is a very simple reporting tool. Registrars are not permitted to place bids on behalf of their customers utilizing the tool or in any other way. However, the tool does provide you with all the information you need to run necessary reports and get a handle on exactly what's going on with your customer base. Simply send us the email address you would like us to use as the login and contact point for your portal account, and it will be set up for you and the credentials emailed at the launch, which is scheduled for April 21st. Once established, Pool.com will also provide you with a coded URL that you could use again exclusively to direct your customers to your co-branded auction site. In summary, the process for registrars is quite simple. Your most important obligation is to encourage your customers to apply for .co domains and to become a part of the .co era. There is no direct role between you as the registrar and Pool.com as the auction provider, other than the fact that Pool.com provides the portal for your reference and a co-branded auction site for your customers. Finally, any issues relating to the actual allocation process will be addressed directly by .co and the registry. We thank you so much for your time today, and I hope this presentation has allayed any of your concerns and gotten you more excited about the auctions and the continuation of the .co launch. Thank you once again, and please do contact us with any questions that were not addressed today.